Let's start with why clear goals are so important. Goals provide direction, focus, and purpose. They're like a roadmap that shows your team where to go and how to get there. When our goals are unclear or not stated, team members can feel lost or disengaged, unsure of how their work contributes to the bigger picture that they're a part of. But when goals are well defined, they help your team prioritize where to put their effort, stay motivated, and align with a shared vision. Clear goals are the glue that keeps your team on track. When your team understands what they're working towards and why it matters, they'll feel more invested and energized about their work. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's chat. Welcome to the Unapologetically Authentic Leadership Channel. My name is Brooke Bernard, and I am a transformational leadership coach. I help my clients achieve their goals by becoming the best version of themselves. And if you are interested in working together, my contact information is always linked in the description box below. Let's get into the video. Now let's talk about some common mistakes in goal setting, because even the best of intentions can lead to confusion and disengagement if the goals aren't clear. The first mistake is setting vague goals. Phrases like, do your best, or I want you to improve your performance, don't provide clear direction and leave room for interpretation. Another common pitfall is setting unrealistic goals. Goals that feel impossible can actually discourage your team instead of inspiring them, which can lead to poor performance and even worse levels of engagement. And finally, goals that don't align with your team's values or the organization's mission can feel genuinely meaningless. When people can't see how their work contributes to the bigger picture, it's really hard for them to stay motivated. To create goals that truly inspire and guide your team, I recommend using the AWESOME framework. This approach ensures that your goals are actionable, meaningful, and motivating. A is for aligned. Goals should connect to your team's strengths, values, and the organization's mission. For example, if innovation is a core value, set goals that encourage creativity, like launching a new initiative. W is for winnable. Stretch your team, but keep the goals achievable. Instead of doubling your sales in 1 month, aim for a realistic but ambitious increase of 10%. E is for engaging. Engage your team by involving them in the goal setting process. When people feel ownership, they are more motivated to achieve that goal. S is for specific. Clarity is key. Instead of goals like improve efficiency, try reduce ordering time by 15% this quarter. Clear goals provide a solid target. O is for observable. Trackable goals make your progress visible. Use measurable indicators like customer satisfaction ratings or project milestones. M is for measurable milestones. Break your big goals into small action steps. For example, if you're launching a product, set monthly checkpoints to track your progress. E is for empowering. Goals should inspire pride and ownership. Empowering goals help your team see their value and motivate them to give you their best. To help you imagine how you would implement the AWESOME framework in your own life, I wanted to provide 3 distinct examples in detail. Each of these examples take your awesome goals to the next level by tying them to a bigger purpose. Help your team see how their efforts contribute to the organization's mission or vision. For example, instead of saying increase sales by 10%, frame it as this increase will help us expand our product line and reach more customers in need. Goal setting works best when it's a two-way street. Ask your team for input. What feels realistic, exciting, or challenging? Collaboration builds buy-in while ensuring your goals are both achievable and meaningful. Big goals can feel daunting, so break them into smaller milestones so you can celebrate those small wins along the way, which will increase everyone's motivation. These checkpoints will give your team focus and again, create opportunities for celebrating progress, because celebrating keeps the momentum going and morale high. When goals are clear, meaningful, and aligned, your team feels inspired and confident. They stay focused and energized because they know their work matters and contributes to something bigger. Motivating goals don't just drive results. They build trust, engagement, and a sense of shared purpose. And that is how successful teams thrive. I'll share a quick story. In one of my roles, I was charged with building this very large scale project that was going to change so many facets of the organization. And I had to build it in an exceptionally short timeline. And there was no wiggle room on the implementation. So, knowing that we faced a very tight deadline, I worked to break it into digestible, smaller milestones that weren't as intimidating. And yes, they still required my team to stretch 100%, but it seemed doable, even if it seemed intimidating. And we did it. We achieved those smaller milestones along the way, and they all added up to a launch of this giant project, this huge undertaking that I would argue exceeded expectations. And that was magical. Despite the struggle along the way, I know that it felt good to everyone involved when we saw it coming into fruition, when it was no longer an academic exercise, that it was real. And we saw the population that we were serving starting to thrive in this new environment that we had created through months of hard work. I'm going to stick with that magic word because I'm pretty sure that was freaking magical. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one goal your team is working on? Share it in the comments so I can help you brainstorm ways to make it actionable and help you celebrate along the way. Remember, clear goals inspire action and create your roadmap for success. And until next time, stay true to yourself, lead with purpose, and thank you for watching.